Cool. So you're coming down to PAX Australia pretty soon. How you feeling? How's everything going?
I'm really excited. I've always wanted to go to Australia. I figured once I put in my time at Rooster Teeth, I would finally get the call up to go, and now it's finally my time. Michael and Lindsay went earlier this year, and they said nothing but good things. So I'm very, very excited for the opportunity to go.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I got to take them on a tour of Perth and a few other places. So we did the pub crawl and all sorts of other stuff. It was great.
It's nice.
Yeah. Well, I hope we can get you down and do some sort of similar things. But so what have you heard about Australia? Tell us what you think so far.
I've heard that everybody there is super nice, very similar to Austin, and that like going there for the first time is kind of like mind blowing. I've never really left America. Like I went to Canada like twice, but this is like literally on the other side of like the planet, so I don't know what to expect. Like I'm super excited for that.
That's cool. Look, have you heard any like horror stories or anything? Usually,
no horror stories.
It's good.
About some of the wildlife over there, like huge spiders, and I'm a little girl, so if I see that, I'm gonna like cry. I think I'll be okay. I'll be a big boy and man up.
Yeah, cool. Do you have any friends down here?
I have a couple of friends over there that are gonna try and come to PAX Australia and try to see them for a little bit, but I'm mainly going there just to hang out with the fans who, some of them make it out to RTX, which is mind-blowing to me, because I know that's an expensive trip.
Yeah.
But for everybody that can't make it, it's going to be great, because they'll be like, I'm coming to you now, so just come hang out.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Cool, because we had a few questions. I actually wanted to get straight into it, because we had a question from someone in the chat that on Facebook that put out to us, and she said, it was from Helen, and she said, are you afraid of drop bears? Have you already heard?
I haven't heard. I don't know what that is.
Okay, good. Yeah, do you know? You haven't heard of them at all. Like, they're pretty.
No.
They're pretty full on. You got to watch out for them when you're down here.
Okay.
Everyone sort of says spiders. Everyone says snakes, and they're all poisonous and deadly. But the drop bears, they just.
So should I put that at the top of my list?
Yeah, pretty much.
To be afraid of? So to answer your question, yes, I'm now terrified.
Yeah, good.
Of those things.
Thanks,
things were fine 10 seconds ago, but now it's just like, oh god.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So, what are you planning to do when you get down here besides PAX?
Besides PAX, right now, I'm going down with Jack and Katie, which is great because they've been there so much that if I don't know, I'm like, I don't know what to do. They'll be like, okay, let's do this or do this. I'll be like, okay. Right now, my only plan is to just PAX, just go to the event, obviously. But besides that, it's just like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah, cool. Sweet. So have you heard, you're keen to see some kangaroos and do all the other sort of cliche Australian stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
Be
awesome.
a tourist.
Yeah.
But if anybody sets something up and I'm free, I'm down to definitely do it.
Yeah, cool. Sweet. Well, we do have, we did just announce the other day that we're doing a bit of an RT Aus gathering, which everyone's pretty excited about.
Right. Totally forgot. Yeah, dude, I'll be there, obviously.
Yeah.
Before that, yeah.
It's going to be good. We even set up, I think we got some Halo console set up, so we're going to be doing a bit of wait, is that when Master Chief Collection isn't out by then, is it?
No. It is.
I think it's November.
Master Chief Collection's like the first week in November?
Yeah, it's the first of November is PAX, so I think it'll be Halo 4. But yeah, we've got some stuff with like pool tables and bowling and a whole bunch of other things.
It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's be good. That'd be cool. I got another question from someone else that posted on Facebook, actually, and it was from Sam. Sam, I think it's his middle name. What was the weirdest tale you've heard about Australia?
Let's see. Like I said, everything I've heard, thankfully, has been good news. Nothing too crazy that comes to mind. Like the only people, like I said, that I've talked to about it have been like Jack, obviously Katie, and then Michael and Lindsay, and then I guess just like horror stories from when like the older guys went to Australia and they're like, man, we did this, we passed out here, we woke up somewhere else. But obviously me, like I don't drink, I'll be like, I'm gonna remember where I am at all times, but nothing. I guess those would have to be the stories, just like going to Australia, having a great time, getting completely smashed and waking up and be like, I don't know where I am, I don't know what country I'm in, and then slowly like putting it all together, be like, all right, I'm in Australia for this event.
Yeah, cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
I had a really good question actually from Ryan Lawrence. You'll probably meet him at the RTL's party if he's there, but
sounds good.
He said, what would Achievement Hunter be if it was a television show in 1998?
Wow. Let's see. A lot more family friendly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Like, we're probably more kid friendly. But we would still be six guys playing video games. It was 98. Was that like Nintendo 64 in that generation.
Yeah.
So we'll just be playing a lot of split screen GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, stuff like that. Audio quality wouldn't be as good, but we make it work. But I'm sure we would find a way to do what we do now and try and get paid for it.
Yeah, sure.
Even in the late 90s, we would find a way.
Yeah, that's good.
Find a way. Even if it's just like a camera filming a screen, we'll make it work.
Yeah, that's awesome. I did a bit of that, actually. I remember playing Halo 3 and they glitched it, and I was like, oh, like a tiny little, terrible digital camera.
Way back when I was playing, when I first got 360, I didn't even know what a capture card was. I'm like, I'll just grab my digital camera. And looking back on myself now, it's just like, no.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, it's cool. You got a bit of a streaming setup at your place nowadays. You've been doing the Twitch streams and stuff.
Yeah. I stream for a while now. My girlfriend streams now as well. So it's a really, really cool setup. I hope to like emulate something like that in the Rooster Teeth office. But if we can't get that right away, then I could just keep streaming here on the Rooster Teeth account. But it's great. I mean, I got the same capture card we have in the office, which is a Blackmagic Intensity Pro, which they work great.
I got the same thing, yeah.
We moved over to the Elgatos recently because it can record in 1080, but at home I still have the old one, but it works fine either way. I got the mics we use at the office, the Audio-Technica AT2020s, which I know people always ask, and I just have all the consoles plugged into to an HDMI splitter, and it works great. Yeah,
sweet, that's cool. We have another question from the comments to get back to the Australia stuff. If you could see or do anything in Australia, what would you do?
Go to a zoo.
Yeah?
I'd want to see all the way, because I mean, over here, obviously, we have zoos over here, but we don't have stuff like kangaroos or like koalas or anything that's probably normal to you guys over there. It's just like blows my mind over here. So if I can choose one thing to do, it would absolutely be like go to a zoo and like be like a kid in front of all these animals. Like, oh my god, this is crazy.
We can plan that. We can organize that. That'd be good. Yeah, sweet.
See, I'm simple, man. People are like, yeah, we're gonna go like do this booze cruise and get drunk. It's like, I just want to go to a zoo. Hold a koala or something. Maybe a sloth.
So you've heard of kangaroos?
Yes.
You know koalas. The emus are a little terrifying. Have you heard of them?
Not.
Okay, cool. When Jordan came down here, he was here a little while ago, and the emu's actually in an open sort of area, and it literally just walked up behind him, and it's essentially just like an ostrich, except a hell of a lot meaner, and it just he squealed. Together. I will dive in front of you.
Oh God, it's looking at me.
Smile.
Smile for the camera.
It was hilarious. It's amazing.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It should be good. We have an obligatory question that we've pretty much asked every single person we've had down from either Japan or America. Do you know what a bogan is?
I don't.
No?
So not.
You'll figure it out when you get there. It'll be fine.
It's good or bad.
Yeah. That's all right. It's all right. You can ask Lindsay and Michael about that one. They got a funny story to tell you.
Also, something I've noticed that every time somebody goes to Australia for the first time, they have Vegemite. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is, but I think Griffin loves it. I think everyone else is like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to try it.
That's awesome.
I'm absolutely all about it.
I've noticed every single time you guys do like an hour or something, more Australian food just pops up out of nowhere.
Michael got a box sent to him of like a whole bunch of like candy and stuff from Australia. So throughout, like we've had that thing for like a month and everything's sealed, so obviously it doesn't matter. But we'll just grab and just start eating it. People get excited, like, oh my god, that's from Australia. And we're like, yeah, we have a whole box of it just sitting there.
That's so cool.
It's cool, yeah.
What's your favorite thing out of there so far that you've had?
Tim Tams, is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Yeah, those are good.
Those are very good. They get shapes as well. I think I saw some of them in there.
They're probably in there. I haven't seen them.
Okay, cool.
I know. Like Michael's gone through there, and so is Katie. Katie goes in there a lot and rummages through. She's like, "Can I have this? And can I have this?"
Cool. Do you know if you have anything planned at PAX? I know you guys have a panel.
We have a panel. As far as like what we're going to show at the panel or anything besides that, I don't know. Generally, at the PAXs, Rooster Teeth will have a panel, and then after that, it's like we'll just be at the booth signing and taking pictures or whatever.
Yeah, cool.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, if I have some spare time, I'll walk around. But for the most part, like I'll be at the booth.
Yep, sweet.
I'll be there the whole time, so all 3 days.
Cool.
So, come and say hi.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, to get into it, what we're going to do is we're going to ask you 4 random questions. This is going to be a bit for Hanabee Live, so feel free to ham it up as much as you like. And It's going to be 4 questions. Now, very first question before I get started.
Yes.
Do you watch anime?
Do I watch anime?
Yeah.
I actually do not. I haven't watched anime since, besides Ruby, which, I'm obviously biased toward. The last thing I watched probably was like Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon, like way back when I was like a kid, so like 10 plus years ago. I know they rebooted Sailor Moon, but I haven't watched anything of that yet. So yeah, that would be the extent of my anime knowledge.
All right, sweet.
Like when I was like 12.
This should be pretty easy. No worries. We've got a few questions. Answer as best as you can.
All right.
Very first question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Sweet. It is, which of these accurately describes AKB 0048? Is it A detective that solves crime after being turned into a child? B, a group of pop idols that defeat mechas when they aren't singing? C, an unlikely friends start a jazz band? Or D, a piece of code, this is clearly a trick question?
I'm going to go with B, because that sounds like the most anime-esque thing to me, and plus I would want to see that, because that just sounds amazing.
You're actually right. There you go.
Oh!
Smashed it. A group of pop idols that defeat mechas while they aren't singing. Yeah. Actually, TGS just happened, and they showed the Morpheus demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the Morpheus the VR headset, and they actually showed that with a demo of the AKB 0048 anime flying through the air, defeating mechas. It's like this.
That's amazing.
It's hilarious. Anyway, question 2. Which of these is the true Girls and Panzer? I'll repeat the title again. Girls and Panzer. Is it A, a group of boys that play with toy tanks? B, a socially awkward girl that can't seem to be popular. She also lives in a tank. C, the unofficial anime documentary of World War II. Or D, a group of high school girls that go to tank class.
I'll go with A. Bunch of boys who pretend to be girls that play with toy tanks. That would be like a ruse, right?
Yeah, you added the
like you have a ploy.
You added the bit where they pretend to be girls. I didn't say.
Well, that's the show I would make.
Yeah.
You want me to put my spin on it?
Yeah. It was close though. It was close. It was actually the group of high school girls that go to tank class.
Oh,
tank class. They also have tea parties. So yeah.
I wonder if that's like an actual like military tank or like MMOs where you learn how to play the tank class.
Well, it's really funny actually because World of Tanks kind of came out, and I think most of our fan base for Girls and Panzer is people that play World of Tanks. So, like one of the highest rated teams is the girls from Girls and Panzer. Like they renamed all their characters after all of them. It's really funny.
That's awesome.
It's great. Okay, now here's where the hard questions start kicking in. So that was easy. Which of these is the main character from Beyond the Boundary?
Okay.
Ready? Is it Tomoko Kuroki, Kuriyama Mirai,
all right,
Yamato Hatsuin, or Ryuji Takas?
I was waiting for one of the answers to be like John Smith. Super generic name. I'm just going to go with A.
A?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure. Tomoko Kuroki? No, unfortunately not. It was Kuriyama Mirai. I can't believe it.
Right.
It's fine. It's
slip past me. It's okay. Next time. Okay.
Cool. And who do you think Ryuji should have gotten with? Was it A, Amy, B, Minori, C, Kitamura, or D, Tiger?
I'm going to go with D.
Yeah?
Go with D.
All right, so he made the right choice in the end. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not Kitamura. Yeah, I mean, Minori was alright, but she's fine. Well, thank you for doing that very much. That's awesome. Back to the studio. I don't know. I might cut that.
But I'm really really excited. I mean, my family's all jealous of me. I'm like. It's like you play video games for a living, you get to go to Australia. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's how it works.
So
but
cool.
I'm super pumped to go over there and see as much as I can and just experience the whole thing.
Yeah, cool.
It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast.
Awesome. Yeah, cool, man. No worries. Well, thank you very much for doing this. I'll let you go back to the Vault of Glass, and no worries. We'll see you when we see you.
yeah, thank you for having me. I'll see you in about a month and a half or so.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good, man. All right,
Sounds
cool.
good.
Catch you later.
All right, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Will do.